Yo, yo, what's up with it? Yo, what's up, ASAP? What's up, Lions Kitty? What's up, FK? How y'all feeling today? Hello, Kimberly. What's up, Cecilia? Cecilia, you with another page? Hey, thank you, FK. I'll do my best. We're going forward. We're starting with Aries. Y'all. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like. Appreciate y'all in advance. Hit that like. So we do. Okay, we're getting ready to get started shortly. I shuffle them off. I shuffle those. I shuffle them. Ugly shuffle. Alright, so we're gonna get started with Aries. We're asking what makes people obsessed with you. I was gonna say what makes people obsessed with you right now, like at the moment, because maybe this could be something I could do over and over again. But I mean, of course, I could do it over and over again. I could do what I want to do. You gotta do a test. All right, hold on. Sheesh. All right, one more shuffle and I'm ready. Right. Okay, so anyway, Aries, what makes people obsessed with you? Ten of Cups. Now, for some of y'all, it could be you guys in the family, or people obsessed about having a relationship, like the white picket fence, dog, cat, Christmas, holidays. Like people obsess about you guys. Now, for some of y'all, people are obsessing about being forgiven, about undervaluing you in the past, wanting to renegotiate. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces. People obsess about you sometimes going back on your word. Like one day you guys say that you're going to give, because we got Page of Wands. So sometimes you guys maybe come off a little bit too passionate, maybe like ungrounded sometimes with your desires. Like maybe you guys have like these unrealistic expectations when it comes to relationships, maybe relationship dynamics. Like sometimes you guys are maybe, I'm going to say flighty, because we do got the Chariot in reverse and the World in reverse. So some of y'all aren't really like necessarily for maybe keeping partners, but like you guys like the fantasy of having a partner, having a family. So people obsess about that, like you wanting a family but not really investing in the family, or not really investing into like creating stability in relationships. Like they feel like you don't, either they feel like they undervalued you and they want to renegotiate and like go back over conversations, or they feel like you don't really invest, you breadcrumb, you don't really try to love them in the way that they want to be loved. You know what I mean? You also don't try to move this situation further than where it's at. So like they obsess about this relationship possibly being stagnant, not really flowing, not really moving forward. You know what I mean? Like conversations that they would like to have, you guys aren't having it. There may be silent grudges. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say you drag your feet when it's something that you're not really passionate about. So like people obsess about that. Like they also obsess about your car. So maybe it's a nice car. Like they think about like some of your successes that you guys are having. Like people imagine you guys to be successful in whatever way. You know what I mean? Like it kind of feels like it outshines theirs. You know what I mean? So maybe people are like judging themselves by you. And that's what they silently obsess about, because they could be wondering, like, who's patronizing you, who's paying you, who's taking care of you. You know what I mean? So like, if you guys, I mean, I'm not even going to think about relationships right now. Let's just, if you have a relationship, you have one. But if like, if you don't, people are just obsessing about like trying to offer you that, and they also feel like maybe they don't offer enough. Like maybe they're being too impulsive, or like maybe too playful with you. Like they want to, I'm gonna say they want to take things a lot more serious with y'all, but they also feel like it's not really moving at the pace they would like it to move. People obsess about like being around you a lot more, like, you know, encountering you a lot more. Maybe even showing you off, like being seen in public with you. So they obsess about that. You know, they see you as like having a lot of public recognition, or like some type of status. Now, status could be in any which way. Like they just view you as being somebody who, being seen with you would imply something. All right, could be dealing with the Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Cancer. Like, yeah, I know people want to go back over like whatever was done before, whatever was done between y'all. Like they want to let go of the grudges, let go of like the hurt, and just communicate, like resolve whatever issues you guys had in the past. They like to work on that, and maybe even figure out what you guys need. So they're obsessing about it, because mostly people want to commit to you. They want a relationship with you, or they just want that illusion. That's why I always see the Ten of Cups as, because it's a Pisces energy. It's the illusion, like that. This is how a relationship will always be. We will always be happy. We'll always feel loved. We will always feel tight. We'll always want to be around each other. And that's not really the case, but that's just what they want from you. Like maybe even if it's like a temporary moment where it's like you guys are together and it just seems like you guys are just maybe always together, but maybe it doesn't always last. Like I kind of feel like that. Like they obsess about a partnership or a relationship with you guys, and like what it would be like. So like this could be just fantasies that people are obsessing about. You know what I mean? Like what it would be like to be with you. For some of y'all, like, what if you guys live closer, or like, what if there was like maybe if you didn't have as many options, you know what I mean? Like, because they kind of feel like the relationship doesn't move forward because you guys keep your options open. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are very supportive. So that's maybe like mixed messages, maybe like mixed signals, where it's like it looks like we can grow, it looks like we can expand, it looks like we can move forward, but like we're not really talking about it, we're not really saying it, and it just seems more fun. You know what I mean? And it's like they also obsess about some of the stuff that you say. So like maybe you guys say like slick stuff, or like really clever things, where it's like they have to think it like what they call innuendos. So like you be saying things that have like a deeper meaning to them. You know what I mean? But you come off like you're just playing, you're just joking. You know what I mean? So they obsess about some of these things that you've said before. You know what I mean? Past people want to do this again. So as a past person, they want to do this again. But this time be more cooperative, more helpful, more supportive. You know what I mean? More loving or more nurturing. You know what I mean? Maybe even a little bit more sharing. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me get some. It could be a Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Aries. Sounds insecure. Well, you know, if we're not really sure what's going to happen, it would be an insecure thing. Because, you know, you're not really secure what's going to happen. You don't really feel stable. You're like, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? And it was a Page of Wands. That is insecurity. Insecurity with what you desire. Not really feeling like you can go after it. So this could be true. Or feeling like they're being unrealistic. Like it's not really grounded in anything but passion. So it's on Taurus. So Taurus. What makes people obsess about you right now? So you guys, the ability to create whatever it is that you desire without really caring about the outcome. You guys have creative potentials. You guys can pretty much make anything happen. You guys are very materialistic, also very sexually alluring. So people obsess about your partners. Like people think that you guys are having like one night stands, or that you guys maybe sleep around, or that you guys maybe, I'm not gonna say sleep around for money, but like that you guys maybe be around people who have affluence, or maybe like established. Like people are, like they want to be married to you. People want to have a commitment with you. They also want to have that long-term vibe with you, similar to Aries. But they also obsess about like who else you may be with. You know, you guys come off very detached, not really like willing to like be direct about stuff. You know what I mean? Also, very like we got Nine of Cups and the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles, very materialistic. But nothing seems to ever really like be satisfying for you. Could be dealing with the Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, Leo, A lot of Leo energy. So people obsess about your confidence. They may feel like you're overly confident, overly arrogant. You know, you come off very feisty. You know what I mean? Obsess about, like, for most of y'all, it's like obsess about sleeping with you, your attractiveness, or your body. Even if you find it not to be like the most physically fit or the most proportionate, like people obsess about like sleeping with you, maybe even seeing you more as a trophy, because the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups, this is more like for selfish motives, like self-fulfillment. So like they would want to be around you guys, maybe for your network, maybe for your like money, because they assume that you guys are like powerful or have some type of status and influence around others. So like being seen with you implies that they're attractive, implies that they maybe have money. You know, it kind of like implies that they're like upper echelon. You know what I mean? So people also use you as like a judge of like success in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you're popular. So people like, they more so care about like the attention that you get, the attention that you draw. Like being associated with you gets them that same like, you know, credibility in a way, or that same validation. All right. They like how you throw a fit. So like people, okay, so people maybe like obsess about like if you really be done with them. So like maybe you guys kind of like go distant, maybe go quiet, maybe act aloof. You know what I mean? Maybe engage with other people, or like I'm gonna say be seen with other people. You know what I mean? And that right there kind of like makes them obsess about like, are you serious with this person? Are you taking them like more, seeing them as more valuable than me? Like there's an obsessiveness around wanting to control you and your attention and the attention that you get. You know what I mean? So like people obsess about having you in a partnership, but like out of jealousy and out of maybe competitiveness, like wanting to win, wanting to like say that they've gotten you or that they've been with you. Cause it's like a silent success. Silent is what I'm saying. Like this is not something that you would be told for sure. I'm quite sure this is not something you would be told. You know what I mean? And if it's like competing in a way. You know what I mean? Like either they want to beat other people, or they like maybe want to compete with you for like partners. The people that you're attracted to, they may be attracted to, because the Queen of Wands could be jealous as a woman. This could be like woman to woman, man to man, where somebody's jealous of you because you're getting these attractive partners that they themselves want. You know what I mean? So there could be like that like jealousy there towards you. You know what I mean? And like the fact that even after you've gotten these things that they wanted, and this could be material goods, this could be jobs, this could be like just status. Like once you've gotten it, it just doesn't seem to fulfill you. You don't really seem to care about it. You just get it and be like, okay. So people obsess about your wins. You know what I mean? Like they don't really know everything that you have going on. They just imagine, or like, I'm not even, yeah, it's more so imagine that you've created some type of like big, substantial, like maybe I was going to say maybe like a foundation for yourself, or like a wealth or some type of abundance that you've like stored up. People just imagine that your bank account, or that like the materials and stuff that you have around you have luxuries, or people just imagine you live this maybe more luxurious lifestyle, like a bachelor or bachelorette lifestyle, where maybe you guys are like drinking, drugging, partying, you know what I mean, like acting bad, just talking shit, like, you know what I mean, and being able to do what you would like to do because you can do it. You know what I mean, like because you can create whatever it is that you want at any given time. So people, my bad. Basically, people see your potential, like they kind of like obsess about like if they were in your place. In a way, it's like if I were Taurus, this is what I would be doing, or you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say wish because I don't have a star here, but it is kind of like counting your blessings. Like people really be counting your blessings, counting your wins, counting your successes. You know what I mean? Seeing how things are going for you, and like I wish that. I'm gonna say I wish that was me. You know what I mean? But like acting at the same time like they don't really care, or they're not really paying attention to you. You know what I mean? So people obsess about the time that you've been spending maybe on your job, like the benefits that you get. So maybe you guys are getting benefits, that added benefits that other people don't get. This is what people are obsessing about, like perks, benefits, you know what I mean, accolades. So maybe you guys are winning all the time, or always having some type of success that everybody can see. Like that's what they want, that same recognition, that same popularity that you guys have. What's up, Renee? That's what people obsess about, that same thing. And you just be coming off like real smug, like, ha, I got it. You want it, don't you? But I got it. So people obsess about that. Like really they want to be vindictive with you, or like they want to be, I'm gonna say vengeful in a way where like they can maybe cut you off, or like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say maybe like steal somebody from you. For some of y'all, like if you guys are like competing for lovers, even if you don't consider yourself competing, you guys may like the same people, and they want to be able to like intertwine themselves, or like maybe get your partner to cheat on you, or maybe get somebody to like steal your partner, or like and along the lines of that, like you know what I mean. Like there's an obsessiveness about obsessive energy about like what you have and what's making you happy, but like the stuff that's not like the stuff that's making you happy or that you don't really care for is the stuff that they feel would be a wish fulfillment for them. So like a lot of people are like, damn, you're getting all these blessings and you don't even care about this stuff. You know what I mean? I would die for these, or I would love to have these moments. You get what I'm saying? So let me give you signs. Could be a Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Gemini again. Huh. All right. You guys must be multi-talented, multifaceted. So you could do a whole bunch of different shit. You're not just one trick pony. Gemini. Did I do that? I did do that. All right, we need to do these. Hey there, Taj. What's up? All right, so Gemini. What makes people obsessed with you? That you guys slow down communicating with them. You guys aren't talking as much as you used to be, and that's an indicator. You guys could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Sag, or like they like the unexpected communication that they get from you. You've been seeing my posts on Instagram too? Yeah, for some of y'all slow down talking to this person, and they see potential. Like it was unexpected that you guys just like stopped talking to them. Maybe you guys didn't see the potential in it anymore, so they're obsessing about it. They're obsessing about who you may be talking to or who you may be investing in. You know what I mean? And why this situation didn't work out. Like what did you realize? So they're obsessing about like maybe did you hear something, or what was it that happened? Did something better come along? Because we got a Wheel of Fortune here with the because they feel like you guys just attached. You guys are cold. Maybe you guys start talking more condescending to them. So you could be doing the Sag, Leo, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. Yeah, they feel like you guys sneaking off. Maybe to go interact with other people. That maybe you've possibly found somebody who's more I was gonna say more interactive, but maybe somebody who's more what you may feel is more beneficial to you, or somebody who you find to be more I don't know, maybe like a bit more eye candy in a way, like somebody you find to be more attractive, somebody you feel like fits your vibe a lot more, so that people they feel like you're sneaking around, that you're leaving them behind, but you're not really saying anything, that you're maybe offering, or that you're trying to friend zone them. So like you guys may be like avoiding having a conversation, but you just still try to be friendly, still just try to be cordial from time to time, still maybe send them stuff, maybe messages, I don't know, whatever, pictures, reels, whatever. You just be trying to friend zone them, but they feel like, so they obsess about you being very attractive and having potential, but just not really realizing them or recognizing them. So they want your attention on them. They obsess about that a lot. Like you act like you don't really care. You're not really paying attention. You don't really find this relationship stable, or you feel like you guys can't get past maybe the honeymoon if you guys are dating them. They obsess about like not being able to get to like past the honeymoon, even though they see potential in the relationship. They feel like this is beneficial, that this would be a good opportunity for you guys to grow and maybe invest more, and that this could become something more, that you guys, the more effort that you guys put into it, the more stable it would be. But they kind of feel like you just ended it out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And not even real clear communication. So they're kind of curious about like, what are you doing? Like, where's your mind at? Where's your head at? Like, who are you talking to? Am I blocked? So for some of y'all, they maybe want to reach out, because with the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Two of Swords, I kind of feel like it may be a blocked. It could be like a blocked energy, or it could just be like we're not communicating, or the words that I say to you comes off misleading. Because we got Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, Eight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse. These are like misleading conversations. You know what I mean? Or like vague communication. They could even maybe view you as a liar, like not really being honest with them, not really wanting to tell them the direct truth. Like it's all giving like you're avoiding, maybe trying to like explain yourself. You know what I mean? So like that's what they're obsessing about. Like maybe they're like wondering like, was I not attractive enough, or was I not like outgoing or spontaneous enough, or was I not mature enough, or you know, like they kind of question these things around you sometimes, so they obsess. Now, even if you guys like, if you guys are dealing with them, then they still kind of obsess about like, do you really see potential in this situation? Am I attractive enough? Am I like somebody that you can see being a partner around you? You know what I mean? Like you don't really express it. You're not really verbal in the way that I would like you to be. And sometimes when you are, it comes off misunderstood or miscommunicated. Like they feel like there's a lot of miscommunications between y'all. You get what I'm saying? So, hey there, Cozy Dreams. So, thank you. Thank you. All right. So, people also feel like you're, so they obsess about you being unpredictable, just in general, like not really knowing where they stand with you. You know what I mean? Wanting to interact with you, desiring to interact with you, but like just kind of holding out hope that you guys reach out, or kind of holding out hope that like unexpectedly you guys will fall through, and you know what I mean? But they kind of expect the situation to end. So they're like kind of like waiting on the other shoe to fall. You know what I mean? Even if you guys like dealing with each other, they're eventually waiting on like the facade that you've been keeping up to fall down. So like if you guys are dating somebody, they're expecting that to come out eventually. Like, you know what I mean? You've been keeping this facade or this act of like not really caring, of maybe being dismissive, cold, condescending towards them. They feel like eventually it's going to turn maybe in their favor, or like things are turn around for the better. But they just obsess about like when. Like, are you ever going to say anything? Are you ever going to offer an opportunity to like work on this? Are you ever going to like try to repair this or rebuild this? So that's what people are obsessing about. They obsess about you guys being very attractive. You know what I mean? Like they really seen a lot of potential with you guys. So maybe with like the interactions that you guys were having, and they just kind of felt like you weren't really opening up. So this person obsesses about this. Like you're not really opening up. You're not really telling me what I want to hear or what I need to know. Like I can't really make a clear decision or judgment about this relationship because I'm kind of like left wondering. All right. Hey there, Lisa Bowles. Oh, hello from Delaware. All right, so let me give you some. It could be a Sag, could be a Leo, could be a Taurus, Aries, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Huh. That is crazy. All right. Cancer. What makes people obsessed about you? So Cancer. Oh yeah, we is moseying right along. I love that. Cancer. What's making people obsessed about you right now? So some of y'all looking high maintenance, looking like you guys could take care of yourselves. Three of Cups. You guys don't really be that social. You don't have that many friends. So these could be past friends, kind of curious about like your whereabouts, or wondering if you have new friends, or if you guys will be open to talking. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be a Cancer. I got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So people feel like you're insincere, or like you play emotional games. They obsess about that. Like they obsess about like reaching out towards you. We got Capricorn, Aquarius, but they also like don't really know how you feel. They don't know if you want to be bothered, if you want like intimacy, which could just be like friends or like socializing. Like sometimes you're friendly, sometimes you're not. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, and the King of Cups. So they don't want to. They obsess about like not showing their hand, not wanting to show you that they care more than what they do. You know what I mean? They obsess about like one day that you'll open up communication and like reveal how you really feel. You know what I mean? They obsess about you guys maybe being friends, or like not being like not talking as much anymore, like not socializing as much anymore. Maybe you don't tell them as many secrets, or you don't express the things that you once expressed to them anymore. With the Page of Cups, they feel like now you guys are like fake friends, or fake friendly, or fake cordial, or like you feign like you're gonna be like maybe flirt, like you act like you don't really know what's going on, but you really be knowing a lot. So like people obsess about like what you know, like what secrets do you really know, what information do you really know, because you're not really telling me. But like at the right time, for some of y'all, you tend to like drop some of the wisdom that you know, or drop some of the information that you know. You know what I mean? So they obsess about like how much do you really know, almost like a high priestess, but with the King of Swords, this is just like you have great intellect. So people could be like obsessing about like not knowing how to initiate maybe flirting with you, or like trying to be cordial with you or be friendly with you, because like people want to be in your friend circle. All right, but you come off as like very intimidating, very serious, no bullshit type of person, really kind of having your own thing, being able to entertain yourself. You know what I mean? Like maybe you guys are, I'm gonna say, busy working, or like focus more on like finances, making things happen. So people are kind of curious about your money. Like, how are you making things happen? Because for some of y'all, it could be coming from like a creative passion, or some of y'all could be coming from like maybe like friends or a social group that you guys are in. You know what I mean? Or you could be getting it from like a donor, like a dad or like a boyfriend or a husband or just a boo thing. Like, people are kind of curious about how you guys are making ends meet. That's what people are really wondering about you. What do you really have going on? And at the same time, they're really wavering about like making a choice or a decision towards you, because like a lot of people could feel like maybe building some type of stability with you, either like a partnership in business or like a partnership romantically. But they also kind of like wane in that, because like they don't really know if you're even open to that. You know, you don't really come off as like too friendly with them, too social with them. You're not as like outgoing as they would like you to be. You know what I mean? And it's to them, it's like keeping them from like they're unsure if they should like move on, or if they should like express how they really feel about the situation. So they kind of just, I'm gonna say, be tactical, because maybe because of the King of Swords is probably why I felt that way. But maybe they feel like they have to be tactical, where they just hold like general conversation, try not to do too much expression, try to be friendly with you. You know what I mean? Try to be, as like cordial as possible, or like as pleasant as possible around you, because like people want you to like not be so cold with them. Hold on. That's what people obsess about. Not for you not to be so cold or so shrewd with them. Excuse me. All right. For others of you though, somebody's obsessing about wanting to reunite with you guys, like wanting to meet up somewhere, maybe a mutual ground, middle ground somewhere, like wanting to invite you, I guess maybe to a party, or maybe invite you to their house, or to come to your house. Like, they're obsessing about like being able to be in a close network with you, whether it be friendship, whether it be romantic, but they just want to be able to like socialize with you first, just to get to know you. You know what I mean? Even if I'm gonna say if they don't know you, then it's just like, I just need to socialize with you to get you to warm up some more. You know what I mean? So I can gain clarity on like what's going on, because a lot of them, they feel like you guys are just shy, but you guys come off as like very like cold, dismissive, and not really like, or more nonchalant. They want you to chalant. That's what they want. They want you to chalant more. All right. So they don't really know how to initiate with you guys, because you guys don't really seem like you guys are like playing games with anybody. So that's what people are obsessing about. Trying to adapt to you and still try to like express themselves without coming off like too feminine or like too emotional. You know what I mean? Like, not coming off like they care too fast, because they kind of already do. With this Four of Wands, it's usually like wanting to ground the connection in passion or mutual attraction. So like they feel like that's there, but like you're not really giving me clear cues. I can't really read it. So I'm looking for like clarity from you, because like the little acts that you give me more like you're just playing, you're just being social or friendly, but like you're not really being friendly all the time. So I don't really know what's going on here. Two of Pentacles in reverse is like up and down. You know what I mean? So they almost like obsess about leaving, because we got this the Six of Swords that come behind that King of Cups. They almost kind of feel like leaving, maybe as a way of like playing games. You know what I mean? Like trying to get you guys to like eventually come out and say, hey, I am interested. So like maybe they kind of feel like maybe this isn't going to be it, and let's move on a little bit, just to kind of like play a game with you and see what happens. Because Page of Cups, they just kind of feel like they need to match that energy in a way. Because when I thought I seen the Justice when I first put the deck, but if I didn't, that's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. It's like they kind of want to like match your vibe. Like, if you're acting like you don't care, then I need to act like I don't care. If you're acting sometimey, then I need to act sometimey. You know what I mean? So like that's how they feel. Like, you know what I mean? If you're gonna play games, then I'm gonna play games. And they're trying to match you in a way. You know what I mean? That's what they feel like they need to do. Like, you my twin. This is what I'm fitting to do. You get what I'm saying? That's what people obsess about. That's what makes them obsess about you. You know, they know that you guys care more than what you do, but like they can't really read it. Like, they know, you know how you can know something, but you also doubt it, because like everything else that they're doing does not really say that they care. Like, damn, I don't really know. Do they care? Do they really fuck with me like that? Because they're doing it like this, and they're acting this way with me. They're really shrewd with me, or they're very cold and callous. They don't seem to care about my feelings or my emotions. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys cut them off. But sometimes King of Swords could be somebody who cuts people off. You know, maybe in the middle of conversations, or cuts them off when they're trying to express themselves. So maybe they don't feel necessarily like secure bringing things to you or expressing what's on their mind or on their heart at times, because you may come off like, so, you know what I mean? Or like maybe too tough. You get what I'm saying? Like, they kind of view you guys to be very mature. All right. Or very like, what's the word I'm thinking about? Not analytical, but like very discerning. So like they kind of have to watch the stories that they tell you, or like watch like how they express themselves around you. So they're very cautious around you. That's what people obsess about. Like wanting to be your friend, but like knowing that they have to come in a certain way because they feel like you have these high expectations and high standards for people being in your energy. All right, so let me get signs. Could be a Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries. All right. Yeah, but people don't feel like you that friendly, Cozy Dreams. They feel like you're not really that social. You don't want nobody around. Never mind. All right. Leo. So, Leo. All right, what are people obsessing about? What makes people obsess about you? What makes people obsess about you? I'm quite sure we're going to see the Queen of Wands. Maybe for a little razzle dazzle, we're going to end up seeing the High Priestess, the Empress. We're going to see that. So, what makes people obsessed about you? Queen of Cups. But you guys don't be receptive to love. You guys can be moody. But you guys can be sometime even when it comes to like sharing. They also obsess about maybe the mind games that you guys play. You guys say stuff that gets under their skin when you guys get upset or get angry. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Sag. Like there's a lot of miscommunications between you. You guys just kind of, you guys talk without thinking. And then like after you guys have said stuff, like you guys talk behind their back, or you say stuff without like really processing what happened. You could be very like, they don't really want to argue or fight with you guys. They don't want to, they really want to clear the air between y'all. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with a Libra, Sag, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So people obsess about like walking away from you because they feel like you guys like pick at them or like play mind games or like y'all act petty. You know what I mean? Petty and possibly immature at times. Like you guys don't hold real conversations with them. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys are like, I'm gonna say gossiper. And they also kind of obsess about you guys like only focused on them for money. Could be done with the Virgo, Capricorn. They feel like you guys are only focused on them for like money or like for security or because they're comfortable or like, you know, maybe because they can do stuff for you. Like people, they feel like you guys maybe mislead them in ways or like miscommunicate what you really desire with them. So like people obsess about like, what do you really want? They obsess about like leaving you, walking away from you, but like at the same time wondering like, is this what I really want? Is this what I really desire? Because like they really want you to be open and receptive. You know what I mean? Like they really want you guys to heal the connection. This is what people obsess about. They obsess about you guys healing the connection. What's up, Elizabeth? All right. They obsess about having real conversations with you guys, like asking you questions, and they obsess about like spying. Like they keep their eye on you guys a lot because they're curious about like if you're not taking love from me, or if you're not receptive to my love, well, who are you interested in? Who are you like paying? Who's getting your attention? Pretty much. That's what they're curious about. Who are you messaging, or who are you talking to? Who are you going to see? Like they're kind of like observing and watching. Like if you're not reaching out to me, if you're not talking to me, like are you that focused on yourself and your money that you're not seeing anybody else? So like that's what people obsess about. And like, should I walk away from this situation? They be conflicted around you. That's what people have for real. They be conflicted because really they want emotional connection to you, some type of love from y'all. I got two queens here, so people want you guys to like take care of them in a way, or take care of their personal needs, or maybe be a little bit more generous. They feel like you guys are selfish or only self-motivated. You know what I mean? Like it has to do with maybe with money or resources, or there has to be some. So people are obsessing about that. Like it has to be like they have to have money in hand, or they have to have some type of resource. You know what I mean? And they have to be bringing good news. You know what I mean? So like they be afraid of like bringing you guys like bad news at times, or they be afraid of like speaking up around you guys. I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing. You know what I mean? Because who do y'all think y'all are? Who do y'all think y'all are? Like people think you guys are heartbreakers for real, and that you guys like being alone. They don't really know what you guys be doing at night. or what you guys be doing by yourselves. That's what they be kind of curious about. Like they don't really know too much. I mean, I'm gonna say they don't know too much about you, but it's not that. It's like they don't really know all the details that they would like to know about you guys. Like there's so much vagueness, and that you guys kind of like elude them when it comes to like questions. Maybe you guys like I was about to say, you guys ask like reverse questions. Like if I ask you like, how was your day today? You'd be like, well, how was your day today? You didn't give me an answer. It's not an answer. Give me an answer. So like that's how it kind of comes off. Like you guys don't really elaborate on stuff. You know what I mean? So they obsess about like, what are you leaving out? What are you not really saying? Like there's got to be more here. So maybe there's details that people feel like you're missing out on, and they obsess about like what, because they don't really know everything that you get into. Like they feel like at night you have a whole different life that they don't really see. You know what I mean? And because you don't really like share with them, and you're not really receptive to them, and you're not really giving to them, or maybe for some of y'all, they're not really reaching out or being as generous as you once were. It's like, who are you building with? Who are you building with? You know, because they feel hurt by you not really being supportive of them. They feel like they support you, but you just be out just doing as you want to do. You know what I mean? So, or doing what you want to do with whatever they give you. So like if they give you, say, money or resources, they feel like you guys just be giving it to other people, or you guys are taking it and go off and act like you were always supposed to get this from them. You know what I mean? So maybe it's like slightly entitled with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because that's what they kind of feel like you guys are only like focused on what you can gain from them, or what they can give you, what they can do for you. So like people obsess about that. You know what I mean? And they want to tell you it, but like they don't know how to bring it to you, how to like communicate that with you in a direct way where it doesn't come off like they're being petty or like they're playing games with you, because they don't want to do that back and forth with y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's really giving. They don't want to really have a back and forth with you guys. They want to be able to negotiate and talk things out, hash out whatever issues you guys were having, but they don't really mean no malice towards you guys. But they kind of feel like you guys don't really. I'm gonna say you guys don't really take them serious. You know what I mean? You guys don't take them serious, and they just feel like you guys are more greedy and materialistic than anything. You know what I mean? But they do feel like you guys are supportive from time to time, but like they just feel like you guys are more free spirited, and always looking out for like something new. All right. Anyway, let me get out. Could be a Cancer, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Maybe you guys don't talk that much either, because that's kind of like what it is too. They want to talk. Like maybe you guys walk past them and don't really say too much, or you guys see each other but don't really like communicate. Like it gives that vibe, like we see each other but like we don't really communicate. We don't say too much, or whatever interactions, the communications that we have, they seem to never really go nowhere. You know what I mean? So like if you guys were talking or messaging, it just slowed down, almost came to a halt, and now they're kind of like regretting maybe not reaching out. They're regretting, you know what I mean, maybe like what they said in the past with some of y'all. So, but at the same time, it's just obsessiveness. Like they feel like, well, I'll deal with that whenever it's time to cross that bridge. So like that's what they obsess about. Like whenever the time is right, we'll talk about these things. So like that's really it. They hesitate like initiating with you guys or like reaching out to you guys. Instead, they just kind of spy on you. All right. So anyway, let me get signs. Could be a Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. The Razzle Dazzle could be a Pisces. That's what makes people obsessed. Okay. They are one of the most loving signs, and you just understand them. What are we talking about the same sign? Are we talking about Leos? Is that what are we talking about them, or are we just talking about like a whole nother sign? Because I just need to be clear about that. Are we talking about the Leos? Or are we just like kind of like just being in general? Am I wrong for looking at a leader as not giving what's supposed to give? Can we just talk really to each other? What's up? I don't like the representation. You don't like my representation? What you mean? You don't like my representation to Shonda Johnson? You don't like my representation? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Then what? All right. So Virgo, what makes people obsessed about you right now? What makes people obsessed about you? You guys are vindictive. You guys don't stick around where you are being treated fairly. All right. Could be done with a Libra. Could be done with a Virgo or a Gemini. You guys definitely they feel like you guys procrastinate creating opportunities with them. They could envision a life with you guys. Like they feel like you guys coming into their life is a new beginning. Could be done with a Virgo. Could be done with the Aries. Aries. You guys they take you guys very seriously with the Emperor here and the Four of Wands. They take you guys very seriously, and they find you guys to be very attractive. They assume that you guys are entertaining a lot of people. They also imagine you guys to be very sexual. But secretly sexual with the Seven of Swords behind the Devil. They find you guys to be like sneaky, like maybe having partners that you got nobody can see. And the King of Wands under the Seven of Swords, yeah, they find you guys to be like a player, or this is just what they're like assuming about you. Like you guys maybe have a reputation for maybe being manipulative, asserting your power or dominance over people. Like they assess about you guys having control, but they really want control over you, because these people maybe view you as like playing all the time, entertaining, you know what I mean, liking excitement, like, you know, after you've gotten what you wanted, you're on the go, you're onto the next journey, onto the next like person that you want to like deal with. Like people find you guys to be very romantic, and they envision having a future with you guys, but they also feel like even though they take you serious, you guys may be seeing them more as fun, seeing them more as like entertaining, and they kind of view you guys as like fuck boys or fuck girls, you know what I mean? But you also make them like consider letting go of some of their ways. So maybe they're this way. Like if they don't see you this way, then they see themselves as being this way, and then wanting to like consider like ending that, like not being that way anymore. You know, but they also kind of feel like that's just you being sneaky or controlling in a way that would like keep them from keeping their options open, like locking them down. And they feel like you have control issues. So people are like, they're really wanting like to strategize about like having control over the relationship between y'all. You know what I mean? Like they take you serious. You have this leadership, this like they want your opinion to like be valued. They want to be valued by like what they say. They want you to like hold an authority. So like if they make a decision or they like express their opinion on something, they want you to take it seriously. You know what I mean? They kind of feel like you guys are detaching from that and maybe looking forward to like other people, maybe people that you guys find to be more attractive. You know what I mean? So they may be strategizing a lot of y'all about like how to keep you. This is what they're obsessing about. This is what makes them obsessed. Like I want to keep you. I want to keep you maybe because I feel like I was done unfairly. It's almost, it's not really vindictive, but it's almost like they feel like maybe they treated you unfairly, or that you treated them unfairly, but they still want to reconcile with you guys. Like they just want to balance the situation out between y'all. They just want peace and harmony, whatever way that could be. And they want it to be fun and lighthearted and flirty, you know what I mean? And they want like adventures and stuff to happen, but they also like can see the situation going further than that. They just feel like you guys aren't really devoted. So like they obsess about like possessing you and having you. For some of y'all, it's just like sex though. Like they just obsess about like just sleeping with you guys. You know what I mean? Like just finding you to be very attractive. You know what I mean? You catch their eye a lot. They find you to be somebody who's very serious, or somebody who has influence around others. Maybe you guys are from like a big city, or from like another city or another town, or you know what I mean? Like for some of y'all, you could be popular online. Like, you know, maybe like a content creator or like something along the lines of that, where it's like they see you. So it's like you have like this status that like to them just makes them seem maybe more important or like validated. Like with the King of Wands in reverse, sometimes this could be somebody who needs outside validation from others. So they may like obsess about you being like a validation to them, maybe being attractive to them, maybe being like having something going for themselves. You know what I mean? Like they want to be sexually attractive and desired by like attractive and desirable people. So they view you up there. They take you guys serious like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're really saying here. They assess about like who you guys are entertaining. Or it's not really about who has your intention, but like who you guys are entertaining. They find you guys to be very entertaining and attractive to look at. So like, whose face are you in? You know what I mean? Like they think you're very sneaky. Like it doesn't look like you guys are like doing anything, but they think that you guys are like very sneaky. You got the Seven of Swords here. You guys are always looking forward to something, or always looking for something to happen. So maybe they see you guys as like very proactive. Like maybe you guys catch them cheating a lot. You know what I mean? Like they be thinking about just giving up on it. Because like maybe you guys are like in a relationship, and this could be like them like recognizing like, damn, you don't play no games, and you be catching me. You be catching all the finer details of everything I do. You know what I mean? Like you, and for sometimes it could be like not really saying too much because like it's tactical and strategic. So like if I see something, you know what I mean, I may subtly act like I don't see it, but I do. And maybe at the right time, we say something, you know what I mean? Because they take you very seriously, you know what I mean? But they also take you as like maybe not being super passionate about them and not really like wanting to stay the course in the relationship. So they obsess about like what could be also like making you feel that you don't really need me as much, or you're not as obsessed as much. Like they need you to be obsessed about them. This is what makes people obsessed about you. Like your ability to create whatever you want. For some of y'all, is to create wealth, create stability. Maybe you guys are like balling out in your career, or like just having some type of status and influence. For some of y'all, I think it's really online, like going viral. But it could also be like you have a house, you have a car, you have a great job. You know what I mean? You have affluence in the community. Like when you say something, when you make moves, people are like, yes, yeah, Virgo said that. I believe them. So like maybe it's that. Like they want that same vibe from you. They want you to feel that way about them. So like if they give you insight, if they inspire you to do something, if they bring you like good news, or if they give you like a great idea, they want you to like gas them up in that same way. Because they want to share in your public image. For a lot of y'all, they want that same similar status. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's looking like here. Mostly just people envisioning a future with you. You make them have deep thoughts about like where their life is going, or what they really want, what they really need emotionally to fulfill them. You know what I mean? So a lot of people probably place you to be that way, but like at the same time, they obsess like, are you not attracted to me? Are you not interested in me? Or because you're not really pursuing me, but I see that you're getting attention, and that you're giving attention to other people. So what's up? You know what I mean? So they obsess about just being able to chart a different path, but like being in control and being the one that created the manuscript, or the blueprint of where you guys would go. You know what I mean? So they do want to make amends, you guys, but like it's in a more deceitful way, because it's like it's more about like their image, their reputation. They feel like that's on the line when it comes to you. So people obsess about that. Like are you still in your fuck boy or fuck girl energy? Are you still doing that? Like that's what they obsess about. Like they don't want to be involved in that. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, like you are, I'm gonna say, a big deal to them, or like something that they really take serious. Like this could be the person I settle down with. You know what I mean? I may go along with their beliefs, but like are their beliefs to like hurt me or take advantage of me? You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of messy there. So let me get signs. Could be a Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Libra. Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Sag, Leo, Razzle Dazzle. Could be a Pisces. I know y'all do. Yeah, we about to do Libra next. Renee. Who was that person? Yeah, it's true. Amin Ra. They are delusional too. Kiki. What's up, Dan? Hey, Dan the man. All right, Libra. So, Libra, what makes people obsessed with you? So, what makes people obsessed with you? Oh. So, you guys get easily fed up. You guys don't be just putting up with anything. We got 7 of Wands here, 6 of Cups. So some people could feel like you guys took advantage of them in the past. They still work. They think about that. It could be done with a Leo. It could be done with a Scorpio. It could be done with a Cancer. Yeah, they feel like you guys reconciled, but it didn't go anywhere. So they kind of obsess about like wasting their time, or like pointlessly fighting for the situation. They may obsess like maybe you guys have a third party, or you guys are like not really like wanting to socialize or be around them like that. Like you guys don't really trust them. So they're obsessing about that. Like they also, like I said, maybe they're wondering like who you guys are friends with, or like who you cut them off for, or who you guys like stop, why you guys stop putting in the energy. They wonder if you guys reconcile with somebody from your past. Again, you got somebody who they find to be more attractive. What they think, they feel like you guys aren't passionate anymore. 7 of Swords again, same cards, and the Strength in reverse, same cards. They're assuming that you guys are holding back because you guys maybe are leaving for somebody that you guys find to be more attractive, maybe more outgoing, somebody who looks better on your arm, or somebody who's just maybe more ambitious, or just somebody who fits your vibe a lot more. But they feel like you guys aren't really interested. Like you guys aren't as passionate as you once were anymore. You guys hold back a lot. You don't feel confident about where this situation can go. They also feel like you guys need. So they also like I was gonna say they fantasize about humbling you guys. Like they feel like you guys are more focused on like career, or some of y'all they even think about like damaging your car. So like pay attention to your car. I don't know if you got like a nice car or what. So like pay attention to your car. You know what I mean? Like they obsess about like being able to get away with like doing something sneaky or deceitful behind your back, or like I'm gonna even say like I don't know. I'm gonna say it's being sneaky and deceptive behind your back though. You know what I mean? Or like trying to like hold back as like maybe like being vindictive as well. Like they obsess about like being able to win you guys over. You know what I mean? Maybe with gifts, maybe with like public recognition, like putting you out, like maybe posting you, maybe going places with you, like letting people see you guys together. You know what I mean? Like why aren't we friends anymore? Or why aren't we like socializing? Or like why aren't you being as like open as you once were with me anymore? We got Five of Cups here in reverse too. They worry about you guys being over it. Like that's what makes people like wonder about like you don't I don't say you don't put the same energy in that you once did. You know what I mean? That's what they remember. They focus on that. They what's the word I'm thinking about? They reminisce about that. Like, oh, I remember when you used to fight for this. I remember when you used to really put energy in. I remember when you used to take on some of my battles or some of my struggles, the things that I was having issues with. I remember when you used to be there for me. Now you just seem like you're over it. You know what I mean? Like you were just using my feelings or my emotions against me. You were using them as like a power tool in a way. They assume like you were using them more so to control them. You know what I mean? Like they obsess about like having that same control over you guys though, but like being strategic about how they do it. So like that's why I kind of feel like they want to gift you guys something. Like they're thinking about how can they do this because they feel like you guys aren't there when they need them, when they need you. That's what they obsess about. Like you guys aren't there when I need you. You know what I mean? And it's because you guys are like always either like using other people to get over. Like so like let's say that you guys and them were dating or like just doing maybe even friends. Like maybe you guys were like once hanging out or like close, but then you use somebody else as a way of getting over them. Like, oh okay, well this situation isn't going anywhere, so now I have another partner. And that's what they kind of feel like that's what you do. And you just stop putting in energy, you just sneak away. And again, with the Seven of Swords, it's a subtlety. We don't talk about these things. And we got the Strength in reverse. It's just holding back. So they obsess about like not being able to really have control and not really knowing what you're going to do next, like what your next move is. You know what I mean? Like you're not initiating, you're not as passionate anymore. They may be wondering if they're not attracted to you anymore. Because that might have been their powers, but they kind of feel like they don't have any more authority in your life. That's what they obsess about. Like, damn, I remember at this one time I used to be able to like take advantage of this situation. I used to be able to maneuver it how I wanted to maneuver it. You know what I mean? They would cut other people off for me. They would isolate for me. Now it's like you don't do that anymore. You've gotten your confidence up. You're just over this situation. You're not initiating like you once were. So they're like, oh, maybe I need to leave. You know, maybe I need to hold back. You know what I mean? And show my power, exercise my power in this situation too. You know what I mean? Because that's what they kind of feel like you overpower them. Maybe with confidence or just the ability to like give up. Like you don't feel like you have to prove yourself around them anymore. And they obsess about that because at one time that was who you were to them. As somebody who had to prove themselves. You know what I mean? So now it's like, oh shit. They feel like either the tables are turned, you know what I mean? Because they want a reconciliation. And for some of y'all, they obsess about just like having sex with you guys. Like just being cozy with you guys again, having you guys around again, just being in my space. You know what I mean? I was gonna say if you guys like fix cars or know how to do something like with cars, then it would be like, you know, maybe you want to use your car, they want you to fix their car or look after their car, do some shit like that. Like they kind of want you guys to like just be around again, bring that same joy that we once experienced. That's what they obsess about. Like maybe even having kids for some of y'all, because sometimes the Six of Cups could be about like desiring having kids, but they just want like a gentler time, like a more peaceful time that was like, you know, they idolize it. They idolize like a previous time between y'all where it was like really fun, like maybe like your childhood years or like your teenage years or just your younger years. Like maybe you guys could have dated years ago or were hanging out years ago, and maybe they were always going through struggles and worries, and you were like the savior or the rescuer, and they were able to use that against you because it's my friend or this is my lover. I can like maneuver this situation how I would like to, but now they don't feel like they have that power anymore. They don't have the advantage anymore, and that's what they obsess about. Like I don't have it like I used to with this person. You know what I mean? Like they fight back now. You fight back now. So that's not a Libra trait either. Libras could be that way. Like eventually it's like, all right, you done played around, bitch. Now I'm about to show up. So it could be like that. Like you guys are maybe starting to fight back and they're like, I can't believe you. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me give you signs. You guys, it could be a Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Leo, for razzle dazzle, could be an Aquarius. They also obsess about you guys' body. That's why I was telling you about sex. So it could also be in a Gemini too. Is obsessing about you guys' body. For some of y'all, you guys are showing up as like a celebrity or a star or somebody who's like comfortable just doing their own thing, comfortable in their own skin. So this is what makes them obsessed with you right now. Like you're not doing too much no more. You don't do the most anymore. That's new shit to them. All right. So Scorpio. What makes people obsessed with you? All right. My news. All right, so Scorpio, what makes people obsessed with you? Here we go. The death. Okay, you be getting other people's money. You guys are real mysterious. They remember you guys from like around the way, but they don't really know much about you guys. So this is what people obsess about. They obsess about your secrets. They obsess about how you guys are getting money. You know what I mean? If you guys ever come back around. Could be done with a Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. So they obsess if you guys will ever come back around. They also obsess about you guys losing weight or slimming down or like, you know what I mean? Maybe, I was going to say maybe having more success than them. You know what I mean? Yeah, they obsess about you guys healing or healing a connection, wanting to talk things out. Like some things that you guys have said they've been thinking about. So they obsess about some things you have said. So maybe for some of y'all, they obsess about like some successes that you guys have had in the past. Like they think about those things. So for some of y'all, they obsess about reaching out to rekindle a connection between y'all or to like start back up a conversation again. We got the Four of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So wanting to like express their feelings, but at the same time wanting to hold back. So like they maybe feel like you guys are moody and like nothing's ever good enough. Nothing ever satisfies you guys enough. All right, King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you guys are like really nonchalant. It's hard to read you guys. Like there's a lot of like mystery and like confusion like surrounding you guys. We got a lot of Pisces energy with the Knight of Cups. Like you guys are prone to telling people what they want to hear. You guys present it in a very pleasant way. You're charming, you know, but you also come off a little bashful, like you don't know what you're really doing or what you're really saying. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you also come off as nonchalant, like you don't really care if anything happens here. Like you're not really afraid of being left out or left alone. Like you're not really doing bad on your own. So like you come off like you don't really need them around. And they obsess about that because they assume that you're very successful or that you guys have other options or other opportunities that you guys could be delving into. Like maybe they obsess about you guys starting up a past relationship. Because they find you guys to be very romantic. Like, you know what I mean? Very and successful. Like they count your blessings. We got Nine of Cups in reverse and the World in reverse. You know what I mean? But they count your blessings. Because the death showed up first. And that's for me an 8th house type of energy where people are more focused about your money. When people give you money, they're more focused about your status. They obsess about like maybe who you have sex with. They obsess about like how you get money, who's giving you money, like what resources do you have? Do you have a house? Do you have a car? Like almost like a Five of Wands where we're competing for these type of things. So like people obsess about these things with you. You know what I mean? They obsess about like who's pursuing you, who's trying to romance you, who's trying to like express themselves to you. Like you guys don't really be open to like displays of affection around them. Like you don't necessarily maybe let them hold your hand, don't let them hug on you like that, don't let them kiss on you like that. Like they feel like you're probably doing that elsewhere, or like maybe you're not able to do that. So for some of y'all, they want to heal the connection so that you guys can do that, because they feel like you guys don't do that, and they assume you guys to be very like attractive. You know what I mean? So they obsess about you guys like coming back around. Like if you guys had some type of ending, they obsess about like starting up a conversation with you again, expressing how they really feel, just like without really thinking about it. You know what I mean? Telling you what's on their heart and just kind of like letting the chips fall where they may, just to kind of get this situation to go back around again, because they feel like the worst of the situation is over, or like the hardest parts of the connection is done. So like the most intense parts, like maybe betrayals, maybe like the fears of intimacy, maybe the fears of being vulnerable, like those. See, they feel like all those things are like past, like they've already like you guys have already dealt with that, but they feel like there's something more that you guys need to say. You know what I mean? But they also feel like you guys are holding back from saying that you guys are leaving them behind or just detaching from the situation. King of Wands in reverse. I mean, King of Wands upright. So they're obsessive. Yeah, they're obsessed about you guys being successful or being like a leader, being very attractive. They kind of feel like you guys can get what you want, like just by charming, just by saying stuff. Maybe the way that you guys dress. Because Knight of Cups is a very casual, very like not. They're kind of flashy, like the Knight of Wands. These guys are like very well dressed. Those two guys are very well dressed. They keep it clean. You know what I mean? So like they could be like obsessing about like how you present yourself, how you show up. Like some days you're showing up this way, other days you're showing up in another way where maybe it's a little bit more cold, a little bit like holding back. You're not as expressive. You're not really like showing the feelings like you once were. You know, you don't really like paint that vision of maybe you guys becoming something. You refrain from like really sharing yourself with them. You know what I mean? So like they obsess about now, like, well, what's next for you or what's next for us? You know what I mean? So like they kind of hide behind it because for some of y'all, they see you as a wish fulfillment, but like they may feel like they weren't really fulfilling to you. You know what I mean? Because that's maybe why you're a little bit cold or why you're a lot more distant now. Huh. Yeah, they just feel like you guys get what you desire. Like you're very attractive, that people just have to see you, or that you guys are very motivated and very ambitious, and all you have to do is just take action, and you can get the things that you desire. So like they're just kind of like obsessing about that. They obsess about your past blessings, and like whoever you may have dated before, like maybe it not being that fulfilling, and maybe them being the same, like not really that fulfilling to you, or not that attractive. Because the Knight of Cups is somebody who could be fickle, so they could be like obsessing about like some days, like I said, some days you guys are attracted to them, very affectionate, lovey-dovey, messaging, you know what I mean, being obsessive, and then other days you guys are like withdrawn, holding back, you know what I mean, maybe more focused about yourself and what you want. Maybe they don't fit the picture. Maybe they did something that day that just didn't really like fall into the fantasy of what you expected from them. And then you guys are like, well, I'm off to something else then. You know what I mean? Like you can scrap ideas. And this can be like at work. Some coworkers could be like obsessing about like how you can scrap an idea or like refrain from like, for some of y'all, let's say you do content creating or you're like an entrepreneur, maybe you're not as like consistent as everybody else, or maybe you just don't maybe you don't do the same like artistry as everybody else, but you guys may be in the same field. Yours may be a little bit different, but you just kind of like do it when you want to, but you still get great results. So like they be like obsessing about like your wins. A lot of people are obsessing about your wins and how things are going in your life when they're not around. You know what I mean? Because now that you guys have had some type of ending, if you guys haven't had an ending, then they feel like it's moving forward, but like you guys are still going back into the same patterns of whatever happened before, and they're trying to remember what they do before to solve this issue. You know what I mean? Like, what did I give you before to solve this issue? What did I tell you before to make this better? So they're trying to like recollect back to that type of energy. So they're obsessing about that. Like, what did I say before last time? Or what did I say to them that made them like hold back? So they're like considering all these things. That's what they're obsessing about. Like, what made you guys end, or what made you guys like stop at a certain point with them, or start at certain boundaries. All right. So anyway, let me get signs. Could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces. All right. Dang. All right. We gotta get some good ones. Like people got obsessed about some other stuff. It really just doesn't matter. What are we talking about, Tashonda? I'm confused right now. All right, so we on Sagittarius. Oh, well, I need some water. My mouth getting dry. All right. So, Sagittarius. What makes people obsess about you? All right, you guys don't want a family or a relationship with them? This could be also family. Now, somebody wants to initiate family with you. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be a Pisces. Like you guys don't want a relationship. They're obsessing about like offering that to you. Maybe trying to provide for you guys. Wanting to be seen with you. Wanting to travel towards you guys. All right. So that's what they're obsessing about. They're obsessing about starting over with you guys. Could be dealing with Gemini. So they feel like you guys mislead them, or you guys don't keep it real. Like the way you guys talk with them, you guys are kind of harsh. So like you guys be telling them stuff that they don't want to hear, and they feel like maybe they're not necessarily beneficial to you. Like you're just over this. Yep, six of cups in reverse. Like you guys are just over this situation. So they obsess about like, again, who may be like offering to you guys whenever you guys are. So maybe you guys are like on and off, because like with the Ten of Cups and then the Ace of Wands upright, like maybe you guys are like on and off. Let me give you signs real quick. Could be a Gemini, Sag, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio. Razzle dazzle could be a Cancer. Yeah, they obsess about you guys not being on the same page or not really having the same feelings or emotions for them. Like not really feeling that connected to them. They feel like there's no, like the harmony in the relationship is off, or the chemistry in the relationship is off. That's what they obsess about. And they obsess about you guys keeping your options open, or like being open to other opportunities, which is the same thing as keeping your options open. I was about to say being open to other opportunities. That's the same thing. So that's what they obsess about, because they obsess about you guys being able to take care of your own needs, being able to handle things for yourself. All right, and not really being too talkative or communicative. We got the Page, we got the Queen of Pentacles, and we got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Not really communicative. These are more quieted people. But with the Knight of Swords, this could be somebody who will talk to you, but they come off as like mistimed. They lack tact. So like maybe you guys are like speaking to them with maybe frustration, or speaking to them with like maybe like confusion. Like what you say to them maybe confuses them now. Like they feel like you guys have flipped the script. We got the Judgment. We got the World. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You guys have flipped the script, and they feel like you guys are starting something new somewhere else, and they regret. So they're either in despair or they're in regret for the connection not like working out how they hoped it would. They felt like it was just bad timing. So like maybe you guys like came at the wrong time, or maybe you guys were interacting with them at the wrong time, or they just felt like it's not necessarily beneficial like it once was. Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe they feel like they're not beneficial anymore, but like they're kind of reflecting back to how it was, and they want to bring back that fantasy of whatever you guys once had before. Because with the Ten of Cups, again, is that Pisces energy. And we got the World here. So they're desiring some type of start, a brand new beginning with you guys all over again, but one where they feel like you guys could be more mature. Like they want to get rid of like the childish ways that you guys once did it. Like, let's scrap that. However we once did it when we were younger, or however we once did it in the past, let's no longer do that. That wasn't really like the best times in our lives. Let's just kind of recreate memories. So they want to recreate memories, and they want to accept whatever's already happened between y'all and patch it up. Like, let's let bygones be bygones. This is what they obsess about. Like, bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody saying that they wrong, but I do see somebody just like accepting it as it is. You know what I mean? They obsess about that. They obsess about that you guys are just over it. Like it's no longer an issue to you. You don't really feel the same way that you once felt anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys don't want children anymore. They obsess about that. Like, or they obsess about them not wanting children. You know what I'm saying? So it could be like in that way too. But a lot of y'all, they also are still attracted to your body. Like there's still physical, sexual attraction towards you, and a desire to like, you know, pursue you, or at least take action on the situation. But like they obsess about like what action to take, because they don't feel like it's the right time right now for them to just like rush in here and try to like tell you what's on their mind, because they just kind of feel like you're not really connected to them on the emotional level that they need to be able to communicate in the way that they want to. Because for a lot of y'all, they want, like I said, they want a relationship, at least that feel of being in a relationship, even if it's not necessarily like, maybe for some of y'all, they want like a blended family. But sometimes the Ten of Cups could be like, we're trying to break almost like a traditional values. Like we're not trying to keep the same values that our parents and our ancestors before us did. So we're trying to maybe break some type of family programming, where like maybe when you guys argue, you stop talking. That could be like something that you maybe learned from your mother, your father, your grandfather, or from whoever. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to, they obsess about like being able to break these things with y'all. You know what I mean? And then create whatever type of fantasy or relationship that you guys want. And I say fantasy because it's just a picture that they imagine it to be. Doesn't mean that this is exactly how the relationship will turn out, but there's like a desire for how they would like the relationship to be. You know what I mean? They also obsess about like the distance between y'all. You know what I mean? So like maybe you guys are like, they also like, they kind of feel like that's what distracts you. Like maybe you guys are at a distance and that's what's distracting you guys. You know what I mean? So like some of y'all, they want to like offer maybe for you guys to be closer and interact more. Like they want to like kind of like time it for when they say it. So like right now they're obsessing about the right time to come forward with this communication and say something to you guys. You know what I mean? Because they felt like the situation before, it just wasn't that. It was the wrong time. You know what I mean? So, and Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's pointless to kind of like keep doing this over and over again. But like at the same time, they want to have a conversation because they feel like it hasn't gotten to the point where they're really just done with it just yet. You know what I mean? Like they haven't really fully gotten over it yet. They keep replaying stuff that you guys have said. They keep replaying past betrayals. So like they haven't really like let go of some of this hurt that's like happened between y'all, but they still want you guys to like start again. You know what I mean? They just don't know how you feel about it. And they don't really know what to say to you to like encourage you to maybe like change back around or like maybe switch the situation back in their favor. That's what they kind of feel like. It's not really beneficial to them right now. It's more about like you. You seem to be more focused on you, like, you know, taking care of yourself, independent, not really like, and having stronger boundaries. They look at you guys as like having stronger boundaries. You know what I mean? And the stuff that you offer now, maybe just sex or just like excitement, just fun. You know what I mean? So they kind of regret how they did you guys in the past, or like the breakup that you guys had, or like whatever disharmony that you guys were having in the connection. They regret. And sometimes this could just be like the conversation that we had, like maybe we didn't really come to a conclusion about whatever we were feeling. I might have said something, you might have said something, and then there's no clarity between us, and we just stopped talking. Now I kind of regret like how we ended. You know what I mean? Like, so they still kind of dwell on that, like how you guys ended. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a conversation, you guys aren't necessarily broke up. They kind of regret how that conversation ended. You know what I'm saying? So like I kind of say they yearn for more. Like there's a yearning for more. You know what I mean? But like they're not really sure what. You know what I mean? So we could deal with the Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Sag, Gemini. I'm answering so many of those questions. You said trying to be consistently be the healed version of myself, and it's been hard. And I'm answering so many questions. That's what I do it for. I'm so glad I'm helping out with you. All right, so he's on Capricorn. Capricorn's another day. All right, so Capricorn. So what makes people obsessed about you? What makes people obsessed about you? Oh, you guys have some type of success. You guys are really smug with things that you've accomplished. Right? They see you as being very, I'm gonna say, a high achiever or accomplished person. They also obsess about who you guys are sharing with, who you guys are giving with. They know you guys to be overgivers. All right, so you could be dealing with the Pisces or Capricorn or Virgo. Yeah, they obsess about you guys' money. They obsess about you guys giving to other people. Maybe even again, who you guys are pursuing, because you guys aren't necessarily pursuing them, or you guys aren't really like interested in them. They also obsess about coming back around, but like out of jealousy. So for some of y'all, they want to break up a relationship that you guys are in, but they don't really want to be responsible in a relationship, but they want to fight for it, but they also want to be single. So why are they obsessing about you? They feel like they obsess about you guys just being over the situation and just leaving them behind. So let me give you signs real quick. You could be dealing with a Leo, Sag, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Razzle Dazzle, Scorpio. So they obsess about you guys leaving them on red. Oh, not you guys leaving people on red, or just not being responsive. Like you guys are no longer being persistent with them anymore. You guys aren't pressed over them anymore. That's what they obsess about. Like you guys just aren't being as persistent anymore as you once were. Yep, you guys approve. So they may obsess about you guys proving a point, or about trying to prove a point to you guys by like no longer putting in effort, no longer being consistent, no longer pursuing you, no longer like giving you the validation, or like I'm gonna say encouraging you. You know what I mean? So they could be like obsessing about like, I'm gonna say trying to get control or trying to dominate you. I'm gonna say try. And the only reason I say try because they kind of feel like you guys are already happy with whatever you got going on. Like you, they may feel like you guys have won, because we do got the 7 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. So they may feel like you guys have had some type of victory over them, but like a passive victory, where like they didn't really know that you guys were like maybe fighting or competing, or they didn't really know that you guys were gonna like act this way. So they can maybe feel like you guys are acting overly confident or like arrogant, maybe like an asshole in a way for some of y'all. Or they feel like you guys need to prove yourselves. So they're obsessing about that. So some of y'all, they're obsessing about like wanting to fight for this connection, but it's out of jealousy. It's not really like desiring the connection. It's just out of jealousy. That's really it. But they obsess about you guys being in a connection, a relationship, married, building generational wealth with somebody, or like building a household with somebody. You know what I mean? Having that family picture. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, it has to do with like your status, the money that you're making. Like they're focused on that. They obsess about that because it seems like you guys don't work too hard. We got Ten of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands, and yet we have the Nine of Cups, the Four Cups. I mean the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So without putting a lot of energy, a lot of effort, you guys are making money. You guys are building stability. You know what I mean? You guys are able to share resources or maybe buy expensive stuff. Like they're wondering, they're obsessing about that. Like, how are you doing that? What are you doing that you're not putting as much effort and energy as I am? So like maybe your coworkers, because Four of Pentacles is here. So maybe you guys coworkers or like people that you want build stability with, or like checking your pockets. That's like a Capricorn thing. That always happens. That's what it kind of seems like. Four of Pentacles, because like you guys are like spending more or buying more stuff. So people are obsessing about like, where'd you get the money? You know what I mean? Or like, how are you able to do this? Because I do not see you. I do not see you putting in as much effort or energy as I do. So how are you up here with me? Or how do you feel that you're up here with me? So like for some of y'all, it's people like that feeling like you guys maybe have like jumped the line in some way, or you know what I mean? Like, or for some of y'all, they can also be like obsessing about like how you guys have like climbed up or gotten your money up or gotten your like, I don't know, you got like this smugness about you that people kind of just want to wipe off your face. Like what are you so happy about? What are you so content about? You know what I mean? So like people can see some successes that you have, but it just like seems like you guys didn't earn it. That's what it kind of comes off like. You know what I mean? Especially since you ain't buying me nothing. Stop that, Harley. I did buy you stuff. I did, didn't I? I'm about to send you something right now. You're gonna be happy too. All right, so yeah, still we got the Five of Cups here, so they do regret how things kind of planned out between y'all too. But they're just trying to get over it, trying to move past it, but they just haven't really accepted like how things are. So a lot of it is like anger, frustration, maybe even wanting to like fight for you or wanting to fight you. So for some of y'all, they want to fight you, like physically. You know what I mean? He said, "I think you hot water, bro." Oh yeah, I'm alright. I ain't do too bad. She alright. She ain't tripping. Yeah, but we do have people wanting to start it all over again. But like I said, it's out of jealousy. It's out of jealousy because it's almost like, how dare you guys not want to put in the same energy or effort to pursue them? How dare you not like, want to be as motivated, devoted to them? Like they find themselves to be a great catch, so they feel like you're too good for them, or like you feel like you're too. I'm gonna say hot shit for some of y'all. So that's what it really is. Like they feel like, oh, you're hot shit. So a lot of them are like obsessing about like letting go of a grudge, and you know what I mean, but like still seeing that you're successful even without them. So like maybe people you used to work with in like an old job or old environment, they were kind of waiting on you guys maybe to fall. They were hoping that you guys wouldn't fulfill expectations. You know what I mean? Like you no longer carry other people's burdens or other people's responsibilities. So like people are wondering now, like, well, who are you fighting for now? Or like, what was the purpose of you like being around in the way you were being around? Like they also kind of like want to come back around and like discuss these things. So they obsess about that, like wanting to come back, but like I don't got no swords. So I don't get them really, I just get them wallowing. You know what I mean? Like not wanting to really like expose their hands or not wanting to be the one that has to do too much to show that they're into this relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like they may have felt like some of y'all was a burden or like a responsibility that they weren't really ready to take on. You know what I'm saying? Like they felt like they maybe had to fight a lot of your battles, or they have to like put in more energy than was like worth it to them. So they obsess about that though. They still obsess about that because you guys were generous or you guys were givers to them. Or maybe you guys were helping them build up their stability, or you were helping them take on like a large purchase, which could be like rent, car, house, business, whatever. Like they kind of find you guys like not wanting to be responsible for them, or not wanting to like shoulder any of their burdens. I was gonna say bills, so maybe bills, but like I was thinking like shoulder any of their burdens. They obsess about that. Like, well, who are you giving it to then? Because you used to give it to me, so who are you giving it to now? Who are you trying to build stability with now? who are you locking in with now? You know what I mean? They view you guys, some of y'all to be players. Like you guys may have like a girlfriend or a guy friend or boyfriend at home or a husband at home, but you guys still like keep your eyes out for like past people, or still go back and deal with people from like your past, or still like leave situations lingering just in case you guys want to go back around and like dibble dabble a little bit. You know what I mean? They also kind of obsess about like rejecting you if you do try to come back around. So like, oh man, they obsess about rejecting you guys if you do come back around. So that's what it is. Like, I want to get you back the same way. It's who a player? Me? I'm single as hell. I can't be no player single. That ain't how it go. I'm straight up with people. I be telling people what I'm on. So yeah, that's what they got. All right, y'all. So this it's about your stability, your house, your money, your status. Stable. I mean, you're looking like you're pretty good. And if you guys got a relationship, like people are jealous of that. They're jealous that you got some type of happiness, or you've started building security before they did. All right. So let me give you signs. Could be a Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Sag, Leo, Virgo for a little razzle dazzle. Could be a Scorpio. Can't wait till he come back. I know, Harley, you petty as hell. I said that in that Leo read too about y'all being petty as hell. They feel like you guys play mind games. I didn't want to do what you wanted me to do. So next thing you know, y'all ready to block me, or y'all ready to play the same game. He a whole lover boy. Him is. Exactly, Harley. Tell him I'm a lover boy. I'm not no player. I'm soft as hell. I like to cuddle at night and watch shows. You could bake some cookies. I can only eat like 2 because it's going to go over my calories, but you can make them. Yeah, 365. Yeah, 365 Mafia. That's me, late night creep. All right. So anyway, Aquarius. What makes people obsessed about you? 5 of Cups. You guys aren't really accepting of them. Yep. You guys aren't really accepting of the love that they try to offer you. Okay, Ace of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, Eight of Cups. They also obsess about you guys walking away or leaving them behind because they're not loving you the way that you want to be loved. They're not fulfilling you the way that you want to be fulfilled. I'm a kid. Yeah, they definitely obsess about you guys moving on. They also obsess about like moving past conflict with you guys, like having a talk, having a conversation. You know what I mean? But with the 5 of Swords, they're conflicted about what to say around you. So people obsess about like what to say. It could be a Capricorn, Aquarius. We got a lot of Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, razzle dazzle. Could be a Libra, maybe even a Cancer. If they obsess about like your status, and maybe you guys abusing it or them abusing it against you. So like maybe they like obsess about like being able to like use the authority that they have, or maybe for some of y'all it could be like maturity or using something that you desire. Like it could be like sex, money, drugs, food, using something that they find to be pleasurable. They obsess about like having that level of control over you or authority over you by having a conversation with you or confronting you, like finally speaking up or saying something without the fear of like maybe being judged or the fear of like you not really being open. You get what I'm saying? People obsess about you like why you're not open to love with them, or why it's only like a casual thing, or why you guys aren't really moving the situation forward with them. Like why they slow down, like what happened. You know what I mean? They also obsess about like humbling you guys. And I'm gonna say it like maybe in like a material way or like in a sexual way. Like maybe they have like, for some of y'all it could be like they pay you back a little bit that they owe you, or they like stop investing in you, or they stop making money with you. But for others of you, it could be like they try to use sex, like maybe they try to sex you down really good, or try to do like some freak nasty shit as a way of like trying to control you. But like they want to gaslight you guys. They want to say some stuff to you and kind of make you guys feel guilty for like treating them a certain way. You know what I mean? And for moving on, and for like just kind of leaving them dwelling or leaving them hanging. So they kind of like want to, I'm gonna say, assert some type of dominance over you guys. Like obsessively, they think about this a lot. For a lot of you, that was like sexual, a lot of sexual tension, and wanting to like speak on some of like the feelings that they have for y'all, but not really knowing if it would make you happy or if you would like be satisfied with them. So they maybe like find you guys to be very tempting, maybe even off limits. You know what I mean? Like just possibly off limits in some way, or like the connection itself could be taboo. And they also kind of feel like that's not why it's not moving between y'all. You know what I mean? So, like, they're tempted by you guys a lot, but they also just feel like you guys don't really care that much about like connection progressing or moving forward. Like, you just kind of seem to just be moving past them, or maybe you guys are moving on with somebody else. Like, they obsess about that. Like, are you like dealing with somebody else? Or are you juggling me? Or like they kind of like, they don't say kind of, but like they ponder a lot because we got the Four of Swords, which is them thinking about a lot of stuff that you've said to them. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff that you guys have said to them. So some of y'all, the guys, they want you guys to act on it. Like if you guys were, like if you guys were talking sexual, they want you guys to act on it. That's what they obsess about. You know what I mean? Because they assume that that would be like the like tie you in. Like if I have sex with you, I know I'm going to be able to like keep you around. You get what I'm saying? Or if I got something that you really want, which could be like money, status, power. You know what I mean? Like if I have this, then I know that I'll be able to keep you around. I'll be able to confuse your emotions enough where I have control. Because the devil's about control. With the Five of Swords, it's a gaslighter. A Six of Swords is trying to progress the situation. So they want to be able to say things in a way where it has you like, thank you so much, Harley. Let me put my baby up there. Y'all see my baby? Harley Barley. I sung that song to you. I wrote that for you just now. I just wrote it. I'm about to put it in my notebook. So anyway, yeah, they obsess about keeping you guys stuck to them in whatever way they can. I'm gonna say that it has more so had to do with sex, but it could be with anything. It could be with anything. Sometimes we don't have Scorpio here. I was gonna say maybe they're a cult, but I don't really feel that way. You know what I mean? Like they want to be able to say something to you that makes you guys reflect, and really makes you guys like have to sit down for a minute and really ponder about what they said. Like they want you guys to like go into deep contemplation like they had to. So like they want this. They want you to like have to like obsess about them like they obsessed about you guys. That's what they want. So they imagine that like giving you something that you really desire would be able to give them the control or like, you know what I mean, power over the connection. That's what they really are obsessing about. And like, I'm not even gonna say timing, but they're just like they're wondering, are you open to it? That's what they're really wondering. Like, are you open to this? Do you want me to do this? You know what I mean? Because they want to abuse some type of status or authority that you've given them against you, but like in a sexual way or like in a material way. I'm telling you that it's in a material way because they seem like you guys are up and down with them. One day you guys are like involved in the connection, the next day you guys aren't really. You know what I mean? So like they want to be able to either travel towards you guys and be able to like meet up and talk. You know what I'm saying? But they still want to have leverage or like they still want to be in charge in whatever way it is. So maybe it's just domination that they're really trying to do with you guys. This may be very sexual. That might be what this really is, like very sexual. You know what I mean? Like they like the way you guys talk. They feel like the conversations flow, but then they also feel like they be saying stuff that be rubbing you the wrong way. And then you guys don't talk like that. And they obsess about that with the Four Swords because that's what they make them think about. Like, well, what did I say? Like, why she act like that or why he act like that? Like, what did I say? Did I say something? Because they're not really like transitioning the situation like I would like them to. So like, this is what they obsess about. Yeah, they obsess about you guys' character. Like maybe you guys are like seen by others as like important, pivotal, influential. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they really kind of like. They maybe even feel like they don't have enough influence over you. That might be really what the big issue is, and that's where it's like, I want to be able to say something to confuse your emotions and maybe make you feel like you're the bad guy in the situation and make myself seem like the victim. You know what I mean? But so like they obsess about like presenting it to you in that way where you have to be like, oh, maybe I did do you wrong. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey there, Aloe. So that's what they want. They want that from you. Or like they want you guys to maybe make a decision. You know what I mean? Adapt to like allow them to adapt to you. But they can feel like maybe you guys are moody. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I kind of say like up and down. One day you guys are this way, the next day you guys are another way. But like it's intoxicating. Like this person really obsesses about you guys a whole lot. They desire you guys a whole lot. That's what I will say. All right. So you just may feel like you guys are over it though. All right. So hey there, K Reeds. Let me give you signs. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, the razzle dazzle. Could be a Capricorn. I was just thinking about something too, because like I just told you about the conversation that you guys be having. You know what I mean? Like you be saying some stuff to them that be kind of profound, or you be saying stuff to them that like maybe confuses them at times. Like they be like wondering, like, is it me? Is it me? Did I do something? Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, it's that. It gives that. That they doubt themselves around you. You know what I mean? It's like, well, why did this person make me feel this way? Because you bring up a lot of intensity. All right, I just need to let y'all know that. All right, anyway, let's get to Pisces. So Pisces. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's a whole resort. $433 per person, split 6 ways. When is this? Oh, in August? Oh, okay, for Z birthday. For Z birthday. That sounds good to me, guys. Okay. Did I do this one? Are we going to do this one? All right, Pisces. Your ears are itching. Watching another reading and my nose forehead itch too. Yeah, that be happening to me too. My ears be like popping. Like sometimes it seems like it's clogged. So I'll be like stuttering. And I'll be like talking loud. So because I can't really hear myself. So I'm like, oh shit. Anyway. Pisces. What makes people obsessed about you? Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, for some of y'all, you don't want children, or you guys aren't really receptive to the love that they're trying to offer again. They may feel like you guys are moody, all right? Maybe even controlling when it comes to like relationships. They're obsessed about your body. For some of y'all, you guys are stars, or it's like celebrities, or like well-known. You know what I mean? They're definitely obsessed about who you guys are sleeping with or who you guys are partying with. Like they feel like you guys are always like celebrating something or always having people around. Like they worry about like a girl's trip that you guys may be going on or a guy's trip that you guys may be going on. You know what I mean? Or like there was a trip that you guys were supposed to go on. You know what I mean? Like they want to have a real heart-to-heart conversation with you guys. Let me give you signs real quick. Could be a Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All right, so they definitely assume that you guys have like a small circle. You don't really be allowing a lot of people into your life. Like you guys aren't really open to like people being in your space or people being around you. Like maybe you guys don't like people spending the night, or you don't like guys like being in your comfort zone, like wherever you are. Like maybe like you don't like them to be home in your space. Like maybe you guys meet them somewhere else, or like you don't really come off as like really receptive. They obsess about that. Like, are you in a relationship with somebody else? Like that's what they kind of wonder. So they want to ask you questions. They obsess about like asking you questions like, are you building with anybody? Like, where do you work at? Like, they kind of just want to know stuff about you. You know what I mean? Like, they want to know more about you. It's not a source. They realize something about you guys. They maybe realize your potential. They may be starting to see you guys, like, maybe a lot more. For some of y'all, it's like your body being attractive. You know what I mean? Like, they miss you being around. They miss you guys maybe being affectionate or miss you guys being gentle with them. They miss when you guys cared. That's what they miss. They miss when you guys cared more. You know what I mean? Or when you guys were expressing your feelings towards them. Like, there was just a feeling of you guys maybe being a lot more open. And that's what they'd be obsessing about. Yeah, and they obsess about sleeping with you guys, though. For real, for real. Because they also feel like nobody knows you guys like that. Or, like, you guys are, like, a gem, like, hidden. So, like, you guys got, like, some type of, like, fanfare or popularity. But, like, everybody doesn't know about you guys. You know what I mean? So, like, they maybe view you guys like a celebrity or, like, a star or somebody who performs. You know what I mean? Like a great talker, great communicator, but they also find you guys to be like very witty and also very sarcastic. So like they obsess about like, are you being serious? So like maybe when you guys are talking to them, you say stuff in a way where it kind of confuses them or makes them feel like you're not really being serious. You know what I mean? Like they feel like you guys play mind games. You know what I mean? And you're very nitpicky or very like skeptical of people. So like they obsess about like getting clarity from you, wanting to know where things are going between y'all, the conversations we're having. You know what I mean? Whitney, you ain't like that Libra? Hey, man. Tomorrow then. Because, like, they obsess about you guys, like, realizing that you don't really need them around or that you don't really want to move forward with them anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they want to be able to say some stuff to get you guys to support them or be, like, helpful towards them. Like, they want you guys to see the bigger goal and have the same dream and same vision about, like, where things can go between y'all. Like, friends. This could be lovers. This could be even coworkers. Like, coworkers want to ask you guys for ideas. Or they want to ask you guys to work together or to collab together. You know what I mean? Like they want to be like, I'm gonna say they want to be like be nosy. Like coworkers are like watching the people that are around you. Like if you guys do like social media, then coworkers be watching your like your community, or they be watching the people that interact with you, the people who you're friends with. Like they be obsessing about that. Like who's in your inner circle? Because like they find you to be like upper echelon. So like they're wondering like, well, who's attracted to you? Who knows you? because they find you guys to be popular or like a celebrity. I keep saying a celebrity. So some of y'all, whoever's here, probably celebrity. They ain't really commenting in the post, but maybe they are. Or maybe I don't know, like you're a celebrity. You know what I mean? Because like people assume that you no longer feel that they're good enough, or that you realize that you don't really need them around. Like you don't need them to do any of the stuff that you're doing. You know what I mean? Like you maybe know things about them that they haven't really told you. So they obsess about like what you may know about them, what rumors you may have heard, or like what secrets may have came out about them. So they just kind of like wonder how you see them. That's what people are like obsessing about. Like, how do you view me? Like, what do you know about me? You know, have you heard anything about me? YouTube didn't give you a notification. All you gotta do is go back, Whitney. I don't remember what it was, but it's gonna say Libra at the bottom left. So you could just kind of like slide back. You know what I mean? Anyway, they obsess about you guys letting go of a grudge. Like they make you feel guilty because of a conversation that you guys have had or that you guys haven't had. They want to give you guys clarity though. I noticed more so that they obsess about being able to talk to you, have like a real sit down, one where you guys are like maybe face to face and you guys are like really expressing the stuff that you really want. Like they want to be able to tell you something that's like maybe taboo. Maybe like be obsessing about you guys being off limits in some way where they're not supposed to be around you or be seen with you. Like it can insinuate something. Like you may not really be like their usual type, but you have this maybe like a certain beauty or a certain handsomeness to you. Like there's a trait about you that they find to be like very like appealing. So it's really that like they obsess about that because it's like maybe you're not what traditionally people would find to be attractive, but they find you to be attractive. You know what I mean? So they obsess about that, like wanting to get closer to you, wanting to be maybe be in your friend group first, or just be in your environment, or have you around them. You know what I mean? Because they know that you don't really be around a lot of people like that, but like a lot of people know you. So like they obsess about like you guys maybe hanging out and like really getting to know you better. You know what I'm saying? I'm finishing Pisces right now. Sweetest taboo. All right, so they're thinking about that. And like I said, a lot of y'all, they want to take you guys on a trip and have you guys like spend the night somewhere or like just like get out of town together or just like maybe be out on the town together. Like, let's go get drinks. Let's go party. Let's go celebrate. Because a lot of people are obsessing about you guys being in a relationship with them. But it might be one that they find that they want secretive. Like they may not want everybody to know that you guys are with them. Because it might be like, I don't know if it has to do with like taboo or if it has to do more so with like not wanting people in their business. You know what I mean? Like they may like you for like superficial reasons. So like that might be like what it is. Like I kind of say it's mostly like sex maybe, or like maybe because there's like material gain they can get from like being around you, working with you. So like they want to get to know you on a level where maybe you feel like you have to like stay surrounded by them or keep them in your inner circle. Like that's the desire, is like to be around. Because like for some of y'all, you guys have influence, like an unspoken influence. You know what I mean? Like people just kind of peg you to be somebody important, even if you don't really feel like you're doing anything special. Like people just peg you to be somebody that they find to be important. You know what I mean? You tend to be like in the hottest places. Like let's say maybe you go into like the parties. Maybe you're going back to like I don't know. You could just be like maybe like a festival goer, or like you're like in popular places or like popping places where it's kind of lit and like exciting, but like you don't really seem to care too much. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're inviting you to these places and you don't really like, you kind of come off as like elusive, distant, not really clear about like if you desire to or want to. So like they obsess like, do you like me? Do you know something about me that makes you not want to like work with me or be with me? Like, cause maybe they see you guys as like being very instinctual or like a high priestess where you guys like can really see through them. So they maybe feel like you guys aren't really aware of them around you, or you aren't really aware. Like yeah, it's kind of like who's around you. Sometimes it could be like your whereabouts. Like that's what they kind of like wondering, like your whereabouts. Like you guys could be over here, like maybe you guys are like in Florida one day, then you guys are over in like North Dakota, then you over in California, then you go to Louisiana. Like they kind of just imagine you guys are like be everywhere. They don't really know your real whereabouts. You know what I mean? They just feel like you guys could just randomly pop up anywhere whenever you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So like they obsess about that, like who's around you when you're doing that, who's helping you do that. You know what I mean? They obsess about like giving you messages, but like not really knowing what to say. So like they try to just be nosy. So like maybe you don't give them too much information, because we got the high priestess here with the page of swords, so you probably don't really give them too much information. So a lot of it's like maybe stories that they have to make up in their own mind. So they obsess about like the stories that they themselves have made, because you don't really let them get that close to you. You know what I mean? It's like you don't let them get that close to you. They idolize you a lot. They idolize you a lot. They see you as like a trophy, or see you as somebody who can like take care of themselves and others. Very entrepreneurial or very enterprising. Maybe even like a motherly, fatherly figure, but like somebody who they would see as like a perfect partner, their ideal partner. But at the same time, maybe you don't match how their friends expect you to be, or maybe you don't necessarily like fit like a social code of like what they find to be attractive. So let's say the environment that you're in, I'll give you an example because this is kind of easy. Let's say we're like in a church. Maybe you are just a visitor. You're not really Christian. You're not really Muslim. You're not really like Hindu. Or you're not really like whatever. You're just here visiting. They kind of feel like you're not like everybody else around them. So you're not really fitting in, but you have like your own style and your own swag, and we like it. You know what I mean? So like they obsess about that because like, why do I like that? Why do I like that about you? You know what I mean? Like it could be rumors like that you have around them. Like it's a lot of rumors or gossip about you, and like nobody really knows you on like a deeper level. It's all superficial, and that's what they gossip about. Is like wanting to know you, wanting to like know more than the next person about you, or wanting to be closer to you than the next person. You know what I mean? Like because you really are a trophy to a lot of these people, and they just wouldn't want you to know that. That's what they obsess about. Like, do you know that? Are you aware of that? Because they feel like you have a lot of self-worth, and that you have success that other people can see, and that you have like material abundance. And they also feel like you're emotionally fulfilled within yourself, that you don't really need other partners, but they also feel like you would be perfect. You would be perfect, but you don't feel like you need anybody, or that you don't feel like you and them would be better together. So they obsess about like starting up a conversation again, going back over whatever you guys have said before, maybe negotiating. It's a conversation that they want to have. It's a talk. It's a talk. So whatever, if you guys didn't move it forward in the first time, they obsess about like what they could say this next time to get you guys to let go of either a grudge or to like move this situation between y'all to another level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they feel like there's a buildup between y'all. So people are obsessing about that. Like one day something's going to happen between us. I don't know what's going to happen. If they're going to support me, if they're going to reach out and message me, if they're going to patronize me, if they're going to help me, if they're going to be more cooperative with me. Are they going to invite me into their community? Are they going to invite me into their friend group? Are they going to invite me around them? Are they going to let me be within their intimate space? Like people obsess about you not really being that receptive to them when they try to reach out to you. You know what I mean? You may come off a lot closed off, very closed off. You know what I mean? Emotionally insecure. And I say emotionally meaning that you don't really trust people to like keep you safe. You don't really trust people to, maybe be reciprocal with you. You don't trust people to understand you. You may feel like, you know what I mean? So like people may feel like that. They may also feel like you don't understand them. That might be what they obsess about. Like maybe you just don't understand us. Maybe the stuff I'm saying or the questions I'm asking or the way I'm like communicating isn't really clear to you. So maybe you don't understand what I'm trying to say to you. Because like sometimes I think of the high priestess as being insinuations, because it's vagueness between us, and I don't want to really cross a line because you seem like somebody who's unapproachable, and you seem like somebody who other people elevate, and somebody who other people just really can't have. So I don't really know what to say to you, so I'm just gonna like start like small conversations, maybe try to get you guys to come outside, come over, stuff like that. Like they obsess about being able to do these things so that they can be closer to you than other people, have like a status because of knowing you. All right. So anyway, let me get signs. Could be Aquarius, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries. So rather dazzle, Libra, Taurus. All right. So that was that. Thank you guys always so much for rocking and rolling with me. I had a good. That was a good one. I enjoyed that. I really did enjoy that. We hit 100 earlier. That was cool. Left me here at the Wiggle office one morning, then I'm off on the trails killing them. Yep, chasing waterfalls. Facts. I'll be out. I'll be working for a little bit, then I'll be gone. And that, no, I am silent. The wishy-washy turns me off. The low-key lady player and you turn me off. 1 foot in, 1 foot out turns me off. Nope. Yep, it'd be like that too. That 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Woo! You playing around, girl. I got to get. Hey there, little mama. I got to get. I can't be playing that game with you in and out. In and out. That's my job, not yours. We both can't be in and out. No, I'm just messing. I'll be around. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all. This was dope. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks, C-Mac. Thank you so much. FK Slay. I love y'all so much. I'll show up again tomorrow. I think this is 4 days. Is this 4 days so far? I think it's the 4th day. I said I was going to do 5 days straight. So I think tomorrow's my 5th day. I think so. I think it was. I did it. Did I do it Saturday? I know I did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Wednesday. So I think tomorrow's the 5th day. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I'm gone, y'all. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow.